issues. Not sure what's happened. The host left, which has caused problems left, right, and centre. I think CC Brain's not even in the car yet. Not even back in the car yet. Mike's not back in the car. It's caused some real issues. Not sure if you guys saw. I don't know when the stream ended or crashed. But Indigo and Joachim were battling into the chicane, the first chicane, and side by side they went round the first turn, and Joachim just didn't turn. He didn't turn the car, so I mean, Indigo had nowhere to go, so they were just both forced into the wall, and Joachim is out of the race. It looked like he had steering wheel failure. If he does play on wheel, if he is a wheel driver, it looked like steering wheel failure. But he's out. Indigo's been pushed right back to P10. That has left SXT Daniel, Nathan Clark and Colin Mason sitting in the top three. They were beforehand, but they had cars coming at them. But that has all sort of happened. That slowed down Twosome a lot, because he was involved in those battles. And now here we are on the final lap, coming up to the final turn. It's good friend of mine, SXT Daniel 28, who is gonna come home and win the Italian Grand Prix in Monza. Congratulations to Daniel. Nathan Clark for CPI. What a result for CPI. Second place for Nathan Clark. And Colin Mason betters his top 5 result in Japan to finish P3. What a podium. That is a brilliant podium. Sorry, personally, I love that podium. But well done everyone else. Twosome and Mike for being LRE 4th and 5th. They'll be pretty happy with that, I think, compared with their rivals who are chasing them in P3. They'll be happy with that. Forza Brendan for X Esports, the only driver here for them, P6. They'll be happy with that, as will he, I think. Carlsbury for TTG, 7th place, that 5-second penalty for Speedy in the pit lane absolutely killed him. I think it pushed him back about three positions or so. So that is tough here. But Nathan Clark driving today, you know what? It's a very good shout. He started back in about P14, I think, and he's come away with a 2nd place finish. And wow, what a race that was. That was a brilliant race. Apologies for the issues with the stream. I will look into that and make sure we don't get something like this happen again. But there we have it. SXT Daniel winning the race. Big congratulations to the SXT man. There is P1 for SXT Daniel. Nathan Clark 14th to P2. What a result for him and CPI. Colin picks up a podium as well, 11th to 3rd. Betters his result in Japan last week, so he'll be really pleased with that. As I said, BNLRE 4th and 5th. Forza Brendan 6th. Carlsbury 7th. Bunty had a really strong race. Unfortunately, end of the race just didn't have the pace on those hards. So finishes up P8, but he should be proud of that performance. And it's a good points haul for CPI, this one. A lot of confidence for the team there. IRT of Pidstra and Indigo round out the top 10. CCC Brain, another one of those with a penalty, finishes 11th. Just Coconuts 12th. Ivor Bryn Mike 13th. Crashing out was Joachim. Honey Badger retired, and Sem Driver also crashed out. Carlsbury picked up the fastest lap, and that was the Monza Grand Prix. Unfortunately, there, I have to say, it is unfortunate for Brain and Mike. Both got kicked out of the lobby, couldn't get back in, and that has really affected their final result in that race. So apologies to those guys for that happening. Yeah, as Mike says in the comments, love getting disconnected and can't rejoin. The top 10 results have ended. Yeah, I mean, the host left with about 7 or so laps left, and that did start messing the lobby around. Obviously kicked 2 drivers out, so it's something I will definitely put through to the EML team, because that has affected people's race, and we don't like to see that. People having good races, solid races, and then it's been ruined by lagging out. But that's the Monza Grand Prix. Thank you everyone for joining. Sorry for the issues with the stream going down. I appreciate you guys massively for joining me on my own. It's nice to have someone with me, so to have you guys watching and commenting, I appreciate it all, and so does the EML gang and League Racing TV channel. Again, make sure you like, stream and subscribe to the League Racing TV channel. That will be my wishes after this evening, so make sure you do those. In terms of EML, we return next week to the home of motorsport. It is Silverstone, the British Grand Prix, and that is this time next week, 26th of October, for round 8. As we get into the final 3 races, we have Silverstone left next week, then it's one last break week before we head to Mexico City for round 9, and then rounding off the season in Yas Marina, Abu Dhabi. So make sure you join me next week for Silverstone Britain. Normally have some really strong races out there, so hopefully it continues, and we are having a belter of a season here in Premier 2 in EML. Lots of action, lots of different race winners as well, so tune in next week. I'll see you then. Have a lovely evening, stay safe, and good night.